All right, hey everybody, RV Enthusiast here. Nice seeing you again. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. You know, if you're looking at a folding bike and you're looking at some of the other brands and you say, whoa, but they have this or they have that. And this little 20-inch bike is perfect to carry on the back of an RV or in a trunk or in the back of a Jeep. Just perfect for that. All right, let me show you. I'm gonna put it in the back of the Jeep kind of and show you how easy that is. All right, guys, to fold this bike up, it's really easy. If you put the seat down in a Jeep, you can easily get two of these hay bikes in here with no problem. You don't need to get a bumper rack or anything like that. All right, so to fold this bike up, a couple of things. I have this meat chow mirror. I just shove this in. Normally it sits out here like so as I watch traffic come by. If you want a second one, just get a second one for here. There's a right and a left side. I just got one side because that's the direction most of the traffic's on. Just fold that and tuck it in. So then all you have to do is come up here and push this lever forward and pull this out. That unlocks it, and now it's off of there. Very simple. Very simple. Then on the front of the bike, it's really the same mechanism. You pull up, and you pull this out. And then that really releases it. It's connected. So all you gotta do is fold this down like so, and it's tucked away. So with it being tucked away, let me show you on this side what it looks like tucked away too. But then from that point on, just put your kickstand up, hold from here, and twist this like so. Just twist it like so. Then you can set it down on the frame, and there you have it. And then I'm thinking there's got to be some kind of clamping device that you'll be able to clamp these two wheels, and like I'll show you kind of. So some kind of device that a company like whoever makes these should make a giant one, maybe charge 40 bucks for it or 30 bucks, to where it'll go around inside these two wheels, and then you can clamp it like this, and then it'll have a T-handle here that you can just pick it up. I don't have that. I don't know of one that's made. Pull it through. Hold it between this one. And loop it in. Now the back wheels are tied together. And how I put it in my car is I grab from here, I reach over, and I just lift it up. It's not crazy heavy. And I put it in like that. And if those seats are forward, you can easily get two in there. Show you pulling it out. It's just the reverse of putting it in. Grab here, reach over, grab here, set it down. I guess this is pretty cheap for a few bucks versus buying the clamp, but I just think that clamp idea is a great idea. So from there, people really struggle with trying to open these. Just lift it up and spin this around, right like so. It's in, it's locked. Now we're definitely sturdy. Then just lift this back up, like so. It's now together, done. Mirror back out, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Now, you may say, yeah, but you don't have the battery in here. The battery is about 8 pounds. Not a big deal, in or out. If you're more comfortable with the weight without it, take it out. It's very simple. And that's how you put it in a car. It's so easy. Or if you have an RV pass-through or something, that's exactly how you put it in a pass-through. Very simple. Very simple. I'm gonna be riding the heck out of this little bike because I love it. I love this bike, man. So cool, so fun. And like I said, there are many of these folding e-bikes on the market. This one's $10.99, and in my opinion, is probably one of the best $10.99 bikes you can buy. The brakes are good. They're not hydraulic brakes, but they brake really good. I did a brake test. You can see they brake fine. Display's very easy to read in daylight, and it's very manageable, very controlled bike. And I like the way it rides. It rides very comfortable. Did I mention stylish too? Yeah, when I first started looking at little folding bikes, my mind, I really hadn't noticed heybike as much. I noticed all those ones that have fat tube and stuff in them that have the little smaller batteries go in. And they keep making those batteries smaller in most cases, unless they're going to put a dual battery on it and make it a super souped up expensive thing. Not knocking them, but for $10.99, that's a great bike. For $10.99, that bike will get you where you need to go and runs a very long time on this single battery. So yeah, 14 amp battery will get you a long time on a smaller bike like that. I just love riding it. Just absolutely love riding it. All right, guys, so while the bucket fills with water, I have a little bit of Dawn dish soap in there. This is just a packing foam from one of the bikes. I just cut out the bottom a little bit and put it in here, so not to get the electronics wet. I don't know that it'd hurt them if you're not riding right away, but I just did the video for folding the hay bike up and putting it into the Jeep, and it's embarrassing. The wheels are so dirty. It does get ridden a lot. I do ride it in dirt and mud and grass and stuff like that, so that's why. But it's embarrassing. I should have had this cleaned a long time ago, so I'm going to clean it up now and add that little bit to this video. So all this is Dawn. You can use any brand. And really, I'm just going to hit most of these parts. I'm not going to spray it directly onto that foam block, and I'm not going to spray it directly up here onto these. I can wipe that off with a damp cloth. But my wheels and rims and fenders, yeah, certainly can hit those. I'm not training. I know this is kind of simplistic, but some people don't know how to wash their bike or whatever. So all I'm going to do is come over here. This is just one of them brushes you can get for a couple bucks at the Home Depot. And I know I didn't spend that much on it. I used it for 10,000 other things. And once I'm done here, I'll take a damp cloth and a dry cloth and dry it all off. Good thing about the 20-inch tires, you don't have to rotate them far to get them clean. So on the back, let me rotate and show you. On the back, this side's real easy. All you got to do is tip it off onto the stand a little bit, scrub it, hold it, scrub it, hold it. You don't want to go around town on a cool bike like this, all dirty all the time. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lift it off. And really, that's all you need to hit. I'm just going to rinse it off a little bit. Again, you don't see me hitting that white box with a bunch of water. A little bit's okay. Not going to hurt anything. And this should be part of your regular maintenance. You know, if you run it through some crap, you probably ought to rinse it off a little bit. All right, then just 2 little microfiber claws. Kind of go over everything. You don't have to do a great job. It'll dry pretty spotless anyway, unless you live where I live, which is I have well water. So no matter what, you're going to get spots. And unless you dry it with microfiber. But even so, you're still going to get spots. One is the tire shine. Meguiar's tire shine. I'm not going to spray it on the tires because I don't want to get it all on my plastic floor. It'll make it slick and shiny in spots I don't want it shining. So how I'm going to do it, I'm going to spray it onto this rag, just like so, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just lift the tire off and kind of hit it a little bit. All I want to do is shine it up a little bit. And hit the inside. All right, now I'll put a little on the front tires. And if you want, you can hit your black fenders a little bit. Front one a little, maybe the back one a little. I do not have chain lube. And I know like a dry chain lube would be a great product. What I have is something I used at Intel an awful lot, and it's called Tri-Flow. And I'm just going to put a little Tri-Flow on this rag and rub it a little bit onto my chain. It smells delicious. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. At least for on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, you should at least do that, and maybe even a little more. I got the tires cleaned, the bike cleaned, and the chain lubed. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me, and hit that like, subscribe button. I'm a non-monetized channel. I'm not going to make anything from you guys subscribing to me, so but I do appreciate the subscription. Thanks, guys.